Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday to you all. So today's video is just a very simple one. This afternoon I decided I wanted to make some journal ephemera, and I wanted to use my stamps because if you guys had watched my last video of the journal flip through, there was a little sheet of stamps that I clipped into that journal, and I just thought how gorgeous it looked, and I really wanted to recreate that. So I've just grabbed some old books here, and I'm using the paper out of the front of them because that paper tends to be a little bit thicker than the rest of the book pages, if you notice, in the old books there. So I'm just going to tear those out and I'm going to use those as my base. And I'm basically just going to grab my stamps and stick them on there and make little pieces of journal ephemera to go in a few journals that I plan on making in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, I've just got my little box here to the right. It's filled with some stamps, not all of my stamps, but just some that I threw in. And I'm going to go through and just sort them out. I want there to be two different sizes, like sort of smaller ones and then longer ones in different orientations. So I'm just sorting those out into little piles right now. And actually most of the stamps that I'm pulling out I noticed are from New Zealand, so that's really nice. I love seeing stamps from my own home country. I actually pulled out one that was a duck, and I just remember that stamp so clearly from when I was younger. I don't know why I've got such a memory of this one stamp with the duck on it, but it must have been pretty common or something when I was growing up, so that's how I know about it. And I did do a bit of stamp collecting when I was younger. So, and that one there, I don't know if you saw it, it was a blue one with New Zealand in the green. Those two stamps are just bring back a lot of memories for me for some reason. But yeah, majority of them are from there, and some are from other countries, but not a huge amount. So yeah, it's still nice to see. So I'm just sorting those into piles, and then we'll get started and we'll make our little pieces of journal ephemera. So I hope you guys have all been doing really well. I actually just got back from Toowoomba, which we spent a couple of days up there. We spent Friday and Saturday up there because they had the Carnival of Flowers on. So yeah, if you guys had a look at my Instagram stories or saw them, you would have seen a lot of pictures and photos and videos from the event up there, and just absolutely stunning flowers, you guys. If you are in southeast Queensland, I highly recommend going up to see the Carnival of Flowers in Toowoomba. So here I've just grabbed the paper, and I'm just going to sit here and I'm just positioning my stamps where I want them to go. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm sort of lining them up so they all fit neatly into sort of a square shape, and then I'm going to trim them up, and they will be just the little pieces of journal ephemera that I'm going to use to clip into my upcoming journals. So now that the front piece has been decorated up with these stamps, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to actually back it. And I have this vintage stationery book that I grabbed from an antique store for quite a good price actually. And it's kind of a mixture of graph paper and lined paper, so I'm just going to back this piece with the graph paper, and I think the other pieces that I do, I sort of mix it up. I've got some lined paper on the back of the others, and I think I grab out a little bit of ledger paper as well. So yeah, it just sort of enables this piece to be turned into a writing piece in the journal as well, so it's not just a piece of ephemera. And the other thing I was tossing up overdoing was actually sewing on it. I didn't know if I wanted to put a little bit of a sewn border around the edges, but I kind of wanted to leave them as they were. I think that they look nice being quite simple like this. Like maybe they had been taken off a parcel or a letter or something, if you know what I mean. So if I added that sewn element, it kind of makes it into more of a journaling card rather than a sort of an ephemera piece, if that kind of makes sense. So with this piece here, I'm actually changing up the design a little bit. So I'm putting the longer ones to the left and then some smaller ones to the right. And I try and do that with all of my pieces. I try and change them up a little bit so they look a little bit different from each other, and I try not to use the same stamps as well. So just using a glue stick to pop them down, and actually my hands kept getting really sticky from this glue stick. So yeah, sorry you guys, I just got a little bit interrupted here. I've got my family at home on the weekend, so it's a little bit tricky to do a voiceover. So yeah, I kept having to try and wipe my hands off to the side there. It was a little bit tricky. Maybe it would be better if you used a liquid glue. The glue stick wasn't doing a great job of adhering the stamps down to the paper either, so maybe a liquid glue would be a little bit better to use on them. I'm not too sure. I'll try that next time. So I think this piece was a little bit of a smaller one. I did want to try and change up the sizes a little bit, but they did sort of stay roughly around the same sort of size. But it would be nice to make some really interesting sizes. I was thinking about doing some that were kind of like a long strip, so maybe they looked a little bit like a bookmark or something like that. I thought that would be really interesting. So the next lot I do, I think I'll try and make them different sizes and maybe add more stamps to them. And I was sort of thinking of a couple of ways to do this as well. Of course, you could just stick a bunch of stamps down and then use your paper trimmer just to sort of cut them into whatever shape you wanted, but that sort of means that maybe your stamps at the side and that might get cut in half, but that's okay. That's also a nice look that you could go for as well, and that way you don't have to worry about fitting them into a square like I'm doing here. So that's another thing that I might also try, just sort of trimming them up, or if you've got some pre-made tags, you can just decorate the front of those up with some stamps and then cut them off at the sides as well. So that would sort of be another interesting look. So there's the first two done, and I only do about 4 in this video for the couple journals that I'm going to be making. So I didn't want to do too many because the journals that I have in mind are of a smaller size, so that's why I only did a couple. But it's always good to make more and have them on hand for future journals or for your own journals if you wanted to make them up for that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing, you guys. It's a very simple video here. I hope it's not too boring for you to watch. I was trying to think of other videos that I could film for you guys. I never know what's interesting to watch or that kind of thing, so I thought I'll just turn the camera on and film it anyway, and maybe you guys will enjoy it. So I think I will leave you guys here and just pop some music on, and you can watch me just decorating up these little pieces. But I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. Actually, it's the school holidays here now, so my kids are at home for the next 2 weeks. They've actually just had senior exams last week as well, so it was quite a busy one. So they will be looking forward to having some nice rest and relaxation at home. But yeah, no plans for the school holidays so far. I think I'll just continue to work at destashing my room, and yeah, spending time with my kids and that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope you're all doing really well. And yeah, take care, you guys. I'll chat to you soon. Bye.
Got me looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last and give satisfaction, no. Tell me, what is the use? Tell me, there's no more compassion, no. Come and find me under these layers, among these taxpayers. There's no satisfaction, no. I said, help me. Help myself, forgive me, down from the shelf, oh, help me, dislocate. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Now how big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hold on, he will break in you and me. We will go there, have no fear, my dear. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved?